One of the greatest luxuries in life is space, and if you can create a sense of space, you're feeling luxurious, and luxurious is great. You can get a sense of pride from a better looking space, which is created by the higher ceiling, and emotionally you just like the room, you're proud of your house.
Certainly as a homeowner I am very pleased with the high ceilings. I did it for two reasons. One, it gave me this feeling of space, but also allowed me to put higher windows in, which gave me a lot more natural light for my new home.
Higher ceilings give a greater sense of space. You can generate good lighting from high level, good ventilation from high level, and you've got lots of room to put your favourite piece of art up, or a nice piece of furniture, or frame a view through a window. And of course, architecturally, it looks better.
Everybody's really impressed. They come in, they see the view, they see all the light, they see the big walls with all the art, and everything's open and it's just fabulous.
When people first walk into our homes, they get that immediate feeling of spaciousness, and that's mainly due to the height of the stud.
We feel that the extra height gives a great sense of spaciousness, and it also means you can have a much bigger wardrobe because the ceiling is much higher and you get more shelves, more shoe space.
Very simply, there is a desire for a greater space rather than what we have here in a traditional 8-foot or 2.4 metre stud. So it's more about a sense or a feeling than anything else that you can create even in a relatively small room.
As an architectural designer, I fully appreciate what stud height can do to a space. And like a room like this, which is actually quite small, 5 metres by 4 metres, can be made to feel voluminous by going up high. I think it's great that GIB are concentrating on educating people about this higher stud.
Higher ceilings are beneficial when you're restricted to a limited footprint. It might be because the site is small, or you've got building line restrictions, and so you end up with a building that's an odd shape, maybe smaller than you'd like it to be. So to create more space, you can make the ceilings higher, and by doing that you get the benefits of a larger room. The other good thing about it is if you take the ceiling up higher and add the dimension of a lot of glazing, you can actually borrow space from outside the room.
In recent decades we've seen a tendency towards the use of downlights, which aren't particularly good for sound between different rooms, and it's better to actually hang lights off ceilings, and a slightly higher stud height allows you to hang lights and become far more effective in terms of lighting design and lighting effect. If you talk to a builder, adding 300mm to a stud height is very, very easy.
We're finding that 2.7 stud ceilings are becoming more standard these days. It does just create a lot more space in a room, especially in your larger rooms.
We like to use the GIB wide line on the high stud because there's only one joint around the room, the stoppers like it, it's easy to put up, and it gives the room a seamless finish.
I would recommend that any person that's building a new home seriously consider going to the extra stud height, because it is a very cost-effective way of achieving spaciousness in their new home.
Didn't cost much more, and it was well worth it to get the look that we were looking for. I would recommend it to anybody who was building or renovating.
As a new homeowner, I've really enjoyed the process of building. The 2.7 stud's probably one of the best things I did in my home. The light and also the space it creates. All the GIB products I used are great.